Hey everybody, welcome back to Wargaming Lab. We're continuing with our Germany playthrough in Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice mod. When we last left off, we had been invaded by the British in southeastern France, and we're starting to deploy our units out west to deal with that. We're still holding our ground east of Smolensk, east of Leningrad, and on the Dnieper River. This episode we're going to be making some changes, and I'll get to that in a minute. We're going to shortly be dealing with the collapse of the Italian front in Italy, which will mean we'll have to move troops into Italy. And we're slowly but surely still having serious supply issues. That's going to result in us, I think, having to pull back our line a little bit. So with that, let's get started. Yeah, they're still attacking out of the Leningrad perimeter. 2 infantry divisions versus a bunch of garrison and militia units, no problem. We can move Hermann Goering down there just to equalize that a little bit. We're withdrawing these cavalry battalions as we place the heavy AA with our infantry divisions. Let's actually continue with that. Where did we leave off? Okay, right there. We have 3 ready to deploy. This is a bit tedious, but it's really, really necessary to get these infantry divisions some piercing attack. Okay, let's get these moved to Germany. I may disband these in a minute. Haven't really decided what to do with them yet. We're going to start withdrawing from the Rzhev perimeter. We just don't have the supplies to maintain this. And I don't want to lose our ability to defend Smolensk in the process of trying to hold this perimeter that we can't hold. So we're going to pull out a Doga Bruise. We'll pull out of Holm in a minute once those other units finish retreating. We are going to pinch this out. We'll get some units available for that in a minute once we straighten our line out. We're also going to try to trap some more Soviet units in the Mariupol area like we did in the last turn. Let's get these infantry deployed. Finland is stable. Someone asked in the last video what the issue was up here, and Finland's bugged, so diplomatically it says it's in the Axis, but in the game it is not, even though it says it is. We're at war with Finland, and I've tested this off camera. If I invade Helsinki and cause their collapse, it basically causes a flip-flop where every 1 hour it goes from Axis to Allies to Axis to Allies, and that breaks the game. So I'm just letting Finland be. If it draws Soviet units up north where they're not able to be used somewhere else, then all the better. Okay, let's check what's going on over here. So we have units in Lyon, so we'll be able to hold on to that. We're going to have to wait for some supplies to catch up with these 2 corps. I've realized in some kind of test playthroughs that these India divisions are basically useless, so I'm going to pull the manpower in for those. We have some more SD divisions coming out for the Eastern Front, and then we got a lot of supplies and infrastructure being built. So we're getting hit pretty hard in Brest, so we're going to move our subs out of France. It's a bit risky, but we're getting air attack too bad. I need to kind of figure out what's going on. with our subs and reorganize them a bit. We're going to also pull our surface fleet out and we'll put them in Stettin. Lots of reorganization in this episode. We're also going to send our second SS Corps up here. We're going to be using them to pinch out the area around Cherniv in about a month or two. Okay, we're getting attacked in Slallerhrad. Let's move 19th Panzer over there. Okay, our retreat is moving along nicely. Let's move this corps down here. And we're going to defend in front of Smolensk. We don't want to lose the forested terrain north and west and east of it, otherwise defense will be much harder. See if we can hold on to Safanovo. And our new line will be Oznuri and Przhevalskoye, something like that. Let's move those pillboxes to the top. We also need that Mykolaiv convoy active. We're going to need new convoys soon, so let's get another convoy order going. Oh nice, we sunk some Colombian destroyers. Okay, that's random. That'll work for me though. Let's move 137th up just to help with that defense. And 40th down to the coast just to get a screening line going. And then we're going to move these SS heavy armor units to our upcoming counteroffensive. We don't actually need them in France. Okay, let's actually fix our research here. Getting a little bit disorganized on the research. Pack front defenses, that should be near the top. We can start some 44 projects. That looks okay. And then armaments and electronics has a lot to fix. And armor, national. Medium armor should be near the top. Special purpose armor, okay, that's done. Artillery and anti-tank, okay. We need these near the top too. And armament capacity, okay. And naval doctrine. Okay, cool. All right, so we got our line in front of Smolensk. Are we recovering supplies yet? We are not. Okay, these guys are going to go up here. Well, it's a bit shorter of a line. Okay, we're going to pull all of 5th Panzer Corps down here. Our SS units will start replacing our armor up north. Okay, Zaporozhye we should be able to hold on to. Okay, let's get... Oh, those are just more subs. Okay. We did get a naval battle going. Okay. We lost a destroyer. Okay, they caught a bunch of our subs. Okay, we won Dnipropetrovsk. Let's pull out 6th Cavalry Brigade. We're going to pull back to Chapalnica with these guys. Surface fleet is in really bad shape, but I'm not surprised. It's been kind of underappreciated for most of the game at this point. Okay, our subs got away. Okay, we did hold on to Lyon. Okay, our infantry is hurting a little bit. Still short on supplies up here, so I don't want to start an attack yet. The Italians are already putting a lot of pressure on them over there. Nice. Okay, we did sink a Soviet sub. As I expected, we're being attacked in Nieldovo, so we'll pull some of our panzers over. Oh, then the other thing I need to remember to do is we need a supply convoy or resource convoy, sorry, to Norway. It got destroyed at some point, and we have a huge stock of rare earth materials there that we haven't received. So if we watch our rare earth materials, which we're short of, there you go. So we had about 30,000 units of rare earth materials stockpiling in Norway that we just couldn't access because we didn't have any transports there. So that fixes our short-term lack of rare earth materials. aren't short on destroyers, but we got bigger fish to fry at this point. Okay. All right, 5th Panzer Corps is showing up. We'll put them in Zaporozhye in a second here. Let's get these guys over the river. Where's 22nd Panzer Grenadier? Oh, you're down there. Oh, that's fine. We can remove them later. Our air units don't have the supplies to really make a big difference down here anyway. I know we're being air attacked. I've put them in battle a few times, and the lack of supplies means that we don't get very far anyway. We don't want an SS Panzer Corps. We lost Mariupol. Yeah, we know about that. Okay. All right, let's start our probing attack here. Just see how we do. That's not bad. 28th Panzer's still out of supply. Still holding in the Schlesselburg area. Got Hermann Goering in there just in time. Its 4th Infantry's in pretty bad shape. Let's pull them out of the battle, actually. Nice. Okay, Zaporozhye is holding, and it'll stay ours as soon as we get some armor in there. We'll actually move 28th directly into Lyon. Let's just get some Leaky Lukey. Calm. We'll just put these guys back on base duty. Okay, artillery control techniques and army group headquarters advance. That's very useful. Alright, so our remaining subs are pulling into base here. So we got some more we can deploy. We'll put these in Norway in a bit and start convoy raiding up there. Haven't been successful in the Atlantic. We may put some back in France, but I want to give these guys a chance to recover. 26 Panzer's still out of supply. Can't attack over by Bordeaux yet. Okay, there we go. We are recovering supplies east of Smolensk, and we have our 1st Heavy Panzer Division covering us right there. We were able to shift some panzer units east because of our withdrawal. Okay, slowly but surely our supplies are getting a little bit better here. Hopefully we don't have to withdraw further. We may go one level further back. In fact, I'm just going to do that now. There's no point in delaying the inevitable. Ooh. Where is SG1? Great. Absolutely shredding those bombers. Yeah, Schliechelberg's under some pressure. We'll be able to move the Hermann-Goering division as soon as these attacks out of the perimeter cease. Okay, we got our... I'm going to move these motorized units up that way too. We've got our little trap sprung again. Let's get these guys in there. Cool. Okay, it looks like we are going to break the enemy right here. We may have to pull back on the Atlantic coast. Okay, we can start deploying some of these. Great. Yeah, losing those. A lot of Soviet submarine activity right here. Not much we can do about it. Division HQ advance, that's great. Let's actually get these moved to the top just to get a head start on them. And Air Force HQ, let's do one of those. Okay, we're digging in at Chapalnica so we can hold this line here. We'll hold 25th motorized here in Novoronska. Okay, we really need armor to get into Zaporozhye. Okay, we're being attacked pretty heavily on the river right here. Let's move 20th Panzer up. Okay, we've withdrawn to our hold line for hopefully the year. Let's see if we can stop these air attacks. can shift in SG6 if we need to. And we'll put in JG8 too. That seems to be the air battle right now. And JG9, why not? At least that gives us the opportunity to shift out units. We'll just have to keep watching that. Third Army. Let's move Third Army up to Orsha. Yeah, we're getting attacked pretty hard all along the line right here, but I think I can actually afford to give up Richitsa. I'd rather not, but I can afford to. I can't really afford to give up Karma. So 20th is headed north. Let's put in SG7. And SG6. Yeah, there's their fighters. We got two pretty large air battles developing here. Let's put 3rd Panzer further north. Fortunately now we can actually shift units around. Still don't have supplies east of Smolensk. Okay, still got to work on infrastructure. We'll be able to do that shortly. Italians are pushing really hard. Looks like they're going to capture Khan in a minute. Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. Okay, I think we have enough police units nearby to deal with that. Okay, we held Warsaw. Let's start pushing that. I think I might be able to reach here with the bombers. Yeah. Okay, you go back to Riga. Dovo. All right, so we outnumber them. SG4, SG5, JG9, and JG8. Is there anything we can reinforce with? We're going to just go all in on this battle here with SG8 as well. It's 3 of our multi-purpose groups. Karma, we should be able to win. Neladovo taking some hits, but nothing critical yet. Okay, 3rd New Zealand Division should break in a minute here. Okay, we can attack with 26th, just barely. Great. Cool. So 20th Panzer got in there just in time. Taking some more losses than I expected down here. I might have to shift some units around. Okay, we did get 3rd Panzer up there. Okay, SG5 and SG4 are taking some hits. SG4 is based in... Okay, we're going to pull out SG4. SG5 we're going to pull out to Orsha. Yeah, they have an apparently unlimited supply of... Let's actually move up here with SG8. SG6. SG7 can stay there. Okay. We're starting to get a little bit of air parity right here, which is exciting. Okay, we might actually be able to put SG4 and SG5 back in that battle. Just going to give them a day or two to recover. Okay, we did hold Schlesselburg. 3rd and 4th is recovering a bit. We'll move them back. Gatchina. Okay, you're going to land. Okay, we are holding that section of Finland. Let's do a probing attack here to see how that's doing. Let's just go ground attack to help. It'd be great if we could push back to the river down here just to take some pressure off of Finland. Yeah, so with the 3 Panzer divisions, we should be able to hold on to Nieldovo. Okay, I'm going to put SG4 back in. JG9 needs to come out. Where's Pskov? Oh. Yeah, we just don't have enough. There's just too many enemy fighters. Let's pull back SG4. We'll try that again in a month or two. Okay. Alright, what are we inefficient about? Okay, naval. Great, that'll work. Ooh. Okay, we need to put the entire Panzer Corps in Zaporozhye just to hold it, along with most of our Panzer Grenadiers. 23rd Corps is taking some pretty heavy losses. All right. Okay, Swallowherad is done. Let's move 19th and both 19ths down here. Can't get these 88mm guns soon enough here. This is getting pretty hairy. Let's pull 111th out. Still holding on to the air combat over here, so we'll keep doing that. I don't think 3rd Flieger Corps has recovered enough, but let's try. We need to wait. Where are you? You're that far north. Let's move you to Cherkasy so you're in range. Let's get you on air superiority along with JG-11. SG-9 is also in good shape, so we'll put them over here. SG-10 needs to... it's got kind of low organization. Okay, air battle over Zaporozhye. We've got fresh Soviet fighter units and JG-10 and JG-11, along with SG-9. Okay, we won that battle. So now we're over the river, so we can push kind of like that. Just playing a delaying action right here. We'll move 140th up. I don't care if they can capture the coast because we'll be outflanking them shortly. Okay, we did also win the battle over here. 14th. Okay, I think that's probably enough of these brigades that we can reassign. I'll just start deleting them. Cool, we're getting some real organization in Yartsevo. Okay, we got most of a Panzer Corps into the battle at Karma. Alright. One downside is we lost the Doggerbruz airfield, but we couldn't really supply our airfield units there anyway. SG-5. Okay, just gotta double check on Swallowherad. Karma. Let's put you in Karma. And you in Swallowherad. Okay, most of this corps needs to retreat. Okay, how is Zaporozhye is kind of a tight thing here on the air battle. See how JG1 needs some more recovery time. We'll actually use the SS Police comp group to reinforce the Leningrad perimeter. I'll move 15th Mountain down. Will Saudi Arabia or Portugal actually join our faction even if we ask? It seems like the Saudis might. Okay, they did. Let's see if they can take Kuwait. That's just going to delay the inevitable. Okay, 11th Armored should fall. It looks like the French are about, the Italians are about to capture Toulon. We did lose the Battle of Zaporozhye, so let's pull. Yeah, we're getting shredded. Okay, let's pull these units out. And then SG9. Zaporozhye is getting hit really, really, really hard. Okay, we might actually lose Homel if we don't move some armor into it, so I'm going to actually pull the 20th out. And I'm going to send first heavy panzer down here. Might actually help the supply situation in Yartsevo if that division's not there. Surprisingly, we're holding on to Rechitsa, and I think that's partly because the terrain is just so crappy. It seems like it. Might have to do a spoiling attack here with some of our SS divisions. Let's get both these corps moved into the line. Okay, when 23rd Corps recovers a bit, we'll move him back into Zaporozhye. Italians can take that territory, I don't care. Okay, I hope that's what it takes to hold on to Homel. Great. Now we can just start rolling them up from the flank. Cool. Delete. Okay. Things are looking okay up here. I'm going to start getting these militia units transformed into SS infantry divisions. We'll do that slowly, one step at a time. Something like that. We do want to give them some kind of armor, so we'll probably do... Let's do assault gun, just see how that goes. Demyansk is being attacked, but not badly. You can see our piercing attack on our infantry divisions is 49 with the AT guns. And where's an example here? 34 without, so that's a huge difference. Let's move 69th back in. Alright, let's move this corps back in. Okay, these guys can go back up to northern France. Let's get 26 down here. Nice. Okay, these guys are back in supply. Fortunately, we're not being pushed too hard on the Moscow side, which is giving us some time to dig in. We've almost dug in for the maximum number of days, which is great. Let's see. We'll just put these guys in the line. Why not? I'll stop this attack. It's not worth it. We can keep ground striking since we're not taking any serious losses from doing so. Okay, yeah, we are holding the air front right here, which is really nice to see. Let's move JG10 up to Kiev and maybe they can help. Nice, we did hold Homel. Let's move first heavy into Karma. And then once that's stabilized, we can send them south to Rachitsa. Zaporozhye has turned into this just massive battle here. Alright. Yep, so we've totally outflanked the enemy here. Thanks to the Italians in large part. Nice, okay. Getting started on that infrastructure a bit. Okay, that core is almost back in supply. What are the Saudis up to? Not much, apparently. They are distracting the Brits. We can see them moving units a lot. I think we'll probably still lose Libya just because of the American side of the front there. Nice. Okay, I'm glad I got those SS units in the line right there. Did we just regain a rare material? Aluminum. Do we have aluminum? We have plenty of aluminum, so we can give that to the Italians. Unless they already have it. So Petch is still ours. We need Petch. Oh damn. Okay, I might have to move my Stug up here, and I'll take 5th motorized down there as well. Andreapol. Okay, we are pretty dug in there. I'm not too worried. Although that is now a new air attack battle waiting to happen. Let's get these out since we've had a chance to recover a bit. We'll do SG2 as well. Okay, that's another pretty large air battle waiting to happen. Let's go down to 2-speed. Okay, Schlesselberg. And then SG1 can engage that. Since they're closer, we'll send these guys into that battle, and we'll just put first heavy directly into Homel. how's Zaporozhye going? Looks like we're going to hold it, which is obviously important because it's our only way to cut off more units in the Mariupol area. Something like that. Oh, cool. So I think in addition to the air attack, that tank division attacking us here is going to get shredded. And indeed it is. That's always nice to see. Schlieselberg is more than stable. We've also apparently won the air battle over Andriapol. I'll move 25th Infantry down as well. Fantastic. Okay, 20th is in Derechica, which means we should hold it. Homel's low on supply, but first heavy tank division's almost there. Okay, the Romanians are holding in Dnipropetrovsk, although we're getting pushed kind of hard there by some guards divisions. We might need to move some German units up that way. Andriapol. Okay, JG9 definitely needs to come out. I think I might have spoke too soon about this air battle being won. Calm. SG1 can go down here, I suppose. Great. Okay, that's some nice needed reinforcements. SG4 also needs to come out. Your Veliki Luki, okay. And JG8's kind of getting hurt too. You're going to Pskov. I think 5th Panzer Grenadier is actually going to be enough. I'll keep 25th over where it is. Swallowharad and Karma are pretty stable, although I'm going to pull those units out since they're not under attack, just to preserve strength. So SG5 is to Orsha, and 6 is to apparently Orsha also. And then SG7 was to Babrusk, and 8 was to Minsk. Yeah, that should be enough to hold it. Yeah, they just don't want to stop attacking Zaporozhye. I think it just admits that the AI admits that it's lost that battle here. It's feeding in individual divisions. 2 guards motorized divisions can potentially be encircled, although I'm going to wait until it's a little bit more of a juicy target than that. Looks like we can do more anti-tank units, and those are the ones that are being attacked currently, so we'll wait for a minute on that. There's our pillboxes. It's always nice to see. Major victory, lose 35 exhaustion. So we killed 144,000 Soviets and lost 25,000. So not cheap, but important victory there. You can see these units are all kind of in confusion here. We'll move 21st and 22nd to Dnipropetrovsk just to strengthen that line. We're not ready to attack yet anyway. Names. Cool. I'll actually just pause that attack and let them all pile up in Montpellier. Okay, this corps can start spreading out again. We'll send these 2 motorized divisions as well. Kiev front has just been completely stable for like 5 or 6 months now, which is really nice to see. I'd like this attack to end so we can get these divisions upgraded. Yeah, they're just attacking us nonstop. Okay, we've damaged some targets in the US. Yeah, Libya's about to fall though, so things are going to get interesting. Okay. So the Hamel front is stable for the first time in an hour, which is nice to see. Okay, just have to finish this one last attack. Let's get some pillboxes going. we still have Pot Chinook? We do. Okay, yeah, we definitely want those being built. Okay, these Stugs should help quite a bit. Yeah. Okay, things are looking pretty good. No Soviet attacks right now are potentially fatal. We have these Tigers moving up, but they don't have any support brigades, so they're moving very slowly. And we'll finish off this Allied landing force in the next 5 minutes or so. The Italians got Toulon and Marseille for their trouble, and I'm cool with that because I didn't really have the troops to garrison southern France anyway. These two divisions don't have any armor attached right now because they're upgrading, so they're a little bit weaker than they otherwise would be. Some of these Romanian divisions are getting shredded. Let's pull them out. If I have any extra IC this year, I'm going to have to build some anti-tank guns for them. Okay, I think that attack should stop momentarily. Okay, let's move 19th up since we're being attacked up there. Okay, that's kind of a small attack. I'm not too concerned, but moving reserves around isn't a bad idea. We're still very low on supplies east of Smolensk, but the trend is positive. 26 definitely needs to come out. Okay, more ineffectual attacks north of Leningrad. Let's see, what are we looking like right here? Two basically trashed divisions and one cavalry division. Yeah, let's let this attack go in for a bit. Actually, we'll stop 3rd Mountain. We'll just attack with 1st and 2nd. No. Too strong. Oh, great. So the divisions that were attacking us up here are shattered, so we can probably move into Kitla, and we'll take Nord up here, and we'll reestablish our connection with Sweden. 8th and 9th can go to Rovaniemi. Maybe we can get that river line reestablished here. We are still very low on supplies. That attack is over. The 16th can wait over there. 18th. Great. Okay. Luga. Okay, Luga's the next big battle, apparently. Let's move Hermann Goering Division down there. Alright, let's pinch out this Allied pocket here. 68,000 men about to go into captivity. Let's actually shift our ground attack over here to help with that. Cool. And we'll need to build some support brigades for those for them to be fully useful. Alright, we were able to get that. We'll draw 6 cavalry brigade, 6th division. That's probably enough for now. We were being attacked in Zaporozhye again. Not in strength yet. They seem nervous about moving all the way down here, probably because they remember what we did last time. I'm okay with that as long as they're not pushing this area too hard. Oh wow, so we are being attacked in Kaniv, which is the first time we've been attacked on the Kiev set of the front in a long while. We'll move Großdeutschland up there, that's our reserve. It's May 1943. We're given an option to spawn a light infantry division. I'm going to say no. Captured Soviet equipment. Sure, we'll break it up for supplies. Okay, we've got a small air battle developing here east of Kyiv. The Romanians are hopping in the battle. Or not Romanians. Actually, yeah, those are Romanians. And Hungarians. That's a pretty decent air battle right there. We'll just hop in with everything we got and just see how it goes. That is a very large air battle. Let's go down to 1 speed. I don't expect Luga to go anywhere, but we're still going to send this division down anyway. Let's send 5th back up here. 26th can get reorganized. Let's get them back into the line. Still spending a lot of our IC on reinforcements. Being air attacked in Krycha. Not too concerned. Let's go up to 2 speed again. Okay, we're shredding some British bombers over Western Germany. Okay. So far, our air defense of Germany has been very successful. Really pleased with that. Wondering what we can actually use this stuff for. Okay, so we can turn these into trucks. Let's do that because we'll use them for those SS Tiger units. The rest will just keep the way it is. Move these up. Go to 2 speed again. Okay, they're fighting pretty bitterly until the end. It looks like they got some Royal Marines as a last stand. More battles over Holland. Interesting. Okay. Eric Hartmann and JG2 are holding on pretty well. Veteran unit opportunity. Sure, we'll go with some veteran HQs, and I'll use them for those infantry divisions that we're creating. Move them up to Estonia for now. so most of the fighting right now is occurring in the Dnieper Bend. More air battles over Germany. Kaniv. This might be the largest air battle I've fought in a while. The ground battle's going our way. I didn't expect differently. This division's very, very strong. And this corps has been digging in for like 5 months. Okay, let's get these guys in position for the attack. Just reorganize some of our infantry divisions. Let's move. Yeah, we're gonna have to get our supply situation in Homel better before the northern pincer can be effective. They don't seem to be taking any losses either. I'm not sure what's going on here. It's almost like there's a stacking issue. Stacking penalty. Yeah, there's just too many planes. I'm gonna just pull these out. These are recovering nicely. We can get them into the action scene again. Let's get slightly better airfield going in Orsha. We got 2 units there. I don't think that's quite enough to support them. Nordland Division. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and build that. We'll put this with Bittrich, and they will be part of the Ready Reserve on the Leningrad front. And they'll be forming the core of this core, pardon the pun, of infantry divisions that we're going to be building. So we need a SS headquarters unit for that, don't we? Let's see, what core level are we at? 4, 2. Let's just go another. We'll form that core later. Let's just get these guys up to Narva. They're not going to be ready to fight for a bit. Okay, yeah, it looks like Dnipropetrovsk is going to hold. Zaporozhye will hold as well. I mean, we're getting damaged quite significantly in the process, but I'm not too worried. Getting ready for this counterattack right here. Okay, major victory. Dnipropetrovsk, probably. Oh, Orion, I didn't realize you were still out there. Let's get you back to Bayonne. I'm going to also reorganize these. So could use a anti-submarine group. So right now we'll just do first fleet's just kind of all of our heavy units, and then this will be our anti-submarine group. Oh wow, Balm can control them, and we'll get them on patrol. Oh yeah, how are our subs doing? Okay, let's get these guys going up to Bergen. And these guys can go to Stavanger. We'll hold our regular subs back for now. Okay, there's our SS Panzers for our 4 divisions coming out momentarily. Okay, Homel's being attacked again. Those infantry divisions are still low on Ord, but our heavy tank division is there. Still no attacks east of Smolensk, even though these have lost supply again. Blumentritt. Okay, he already is a logistics wizard. I wonder if there's another logistics guy we can put in here. We'll give Senger another job. Oh, let's go with Bork. And third motorized can be Pemsel. That'll help a little bit. Okay, these guys are doing better. Let's get these all over to Zaporozhye to get started prepping for the counterattack. Oh, we got some more heavy AA coming out here. 19. Okay. Kaniv. Okay, we kind of knew what was going to happen there, but I'm not surprised. Let's pull the reserve out just so they don't get air attacked for no reason. Go to 3-speed for a sec. Let's put, we'll put 19th down in Homel along with 20th. I want to start building up this northern flank here so we can complete our pincer. We're going to try to get to Cherniv. So our goals for this year, let's map this out. Let's see. USSR 1943. Limited goals here. So armored attacks. Wait. Save plan. Yeah. Current plan. Oh, I just overwrote Barbarossa, didn't I? That's fine. We actually don't need all these plans in this save anyway. Let's just clean things up here a little bit. New plan. Okay. So armored attack here and here. some minor infantry attacks here. We're going to pinch this out, and if we have any extra momentum, we'll go north toward Bryansk and complete that encirclement. So that's one idea. Create a new line along the river, something like that, and then we're going to go try to destroy some Soviet units around Melitopol and create a new temporary front right about there. Those are our goals. Not really much going on in Finland, and just continue to reinforce France, because about this time next year we have to fight off Operation Overlord. So this plan, current plan, save. This is USSR 1943, save, okay. Wait, I'm really screwing this up. It's not letting me, whatever. I don't want to spend too much time on that. Okay, we'll put that away for a second. Our supplies should be getting better because of seasonality here. Black Ice does model that. Weather's improving. We still, are we dealing with mud at this point? A little bit of mud in the Mariupol area. Yeah, weather's getting much better. Let's check supply. So our bottlenecks are still in Poland and Belarus, as we kind of expected. These panzers should deploy now. Okay. So our 4 SS Panzer divisions now have tanks, which are now being upgraded to 1942, I believe, specs, so we're a little bit behind on that. Got a lot of research coming out soon. Let's get jet stuff going here. We are going to build jet fighters. They're absolutely necessary in the late game to deal with American and British airplane spam. Okay, we're still doing great in Zaporozhye, and looks like we're slowly but surely baiting Soviet units into this area. We'll start using this naval bomber group when they upgrade it to 43 spec. Okay, how bad is that attack? Bad enough. Okay, we'll send these guys up there. And Nordland has a lot of upgrading to do. A lot of our IC's tied up building these heavy AA regiments, which is necessary. Nice, that's done. So the Romanians need to hold that for the moment until we get a chance to do our own attack. Ooh, that's turning into a big attack right there. Well, might send these 2 Panzer divisions up that way. They're out of supply down here anyway. Okay, we did finish that, so let's get this corps back up to the Rouen area, and then our troops can head to just north of Paris, I think. We also need another brigade for 28th. What was it armored car? No. Self-propelled armored car. Motorized engineer. Let's go one of those. I'd like to build at least another corps of panzers for France as well. 23rd can come out. This is just the Zaporozhian meat grinder. This is insane. Oh, Homel is being attacked. Our defenses are so strong, though, that we're shredding guards' armor divisions like butter. Really nice to see. Yeah, we're going to need some German armor up here. I don't think there's any way around that. Our piercing attack's just too low. Why not? Plenty of research available. Avionics. Okay, that's done. Aircraft systems. That's done. Capital ships, light artillery. Yeah, that'll work. Let's move these into Königsberg, recover a little bit further. These divisions are useless if they're out of supply. Might as well move them up here where we can put them in supply. Let's move these Romanian mountain divisions into that battle. Okay, what's our weather situation like right here? Is it muddy? It is not. All right, let's start our first attack. Reestablish this Brahin line. Okay. Yep. Okay, these guys are back in supply. All right, and we got more transport ships. We can get this going again. Okay, 24th Panzer needs to come out. Yeah, that should work unless they massively reinforce. Let's get maximum effort on. Well, let's actually. Are you still out of supply? No, there's no supply. We'll hold off on planes. These can't really attack because they're not giving combined arms bonuses. There's no support brigades. We'll just hold them on defense. Okay. Let's do some probing attacks on these Mongolian units. 20th. It should be right there. Let's put first Fleer Corps back into action. Oh, you still attacking in Andreapol? Yeah. Somehow that's working okay. Let's go SG3 to Demyansk. SG1 to Demyansk. Let's switch the direction of the air battle here to Demyansk. Okay, we do have JG9 and JG8 available if that gets a bit crazy. Yeah, we're really shredding them. Really pleased with that. Okay, we are being attacked at Pochinok. Not too bad. Our line's holding. Okay, Soviets have recaptured this corridor, which is what we wanted them to do. Okay, Zaporozhye is almost finished. They're bleeding all of their best unit strength just trying to recapture the city, which is playing into our hands very, very well because we'll be just lightning blitzing to Mariupol to cut off units over there. Get some railway artillery. Let's we don't need this in France. Let's move this up toward Leningrad. We'll be using it at some point. Those are British railway artillery pieces. Okay, major victory. That should be the end of the Demyansk battle. Oh, okay. So Zaporozhye is not done yet. So we killed 76,000. No, Zaporozhye is not done. Now Zaporozhye is done. We killed 90,000. Okay. Hopefully that gives us a chance to recover a little bit of org. Can't keep doing that forever. That should be single division attacks at this point, which we can quickly destroy. Yep. Nice. Great. So that should help that battle a lot. Let's move. We can move this Romanian motorized unit over there. Fantastic. Okay, we're doing really, really well. I mean, not overall, but holding the line at least. Brahin. Let's put first heavy tank down here. Assist with that attack. Once we've captured Brahin, we'll push over the river at Rybki. These two SS units are out of strength, so they can't help with this attack, but our two infantry divisions are doing fine. Some progress on nuclear weapons. Let's get these reactor technologies started. Enemy bombing in Ivankov. Alright, let's... I think this is now time to at least cover our own troops with air cover. SG9. SG-10 can't reach. Okay, I think these two Panzer divisions is what it's going to take to hold that off. They are giving us a breather. These should just still be... Oh, yeah, they're still feeding guards units in piecemeal, which is exactly what we wanted to see. This corps is back in supply. We really do need more convoys. Yeah, those are probably just spawns, so they're not upgraded yet. Okay, JG2 is still ripping the Americans and Brits a new one. Okay. 36th. Dieppe. 37th Le Havre. 38th Caen. 39th Cherbourg, and we'll do 40th in St. Lo. Let's move 26th can go St. Omer, 27th can go there. 28th will just hang out in Paris, and then these guys can go over here. Okay, Italy's about to be finished. Actually, you know what that means is we need to send these guys to Sicily ASAP. So send them out. At least we got some mobile units available to send down there. Okay, there's first heavy tank. Let's get them attacking. Okay, that's holding. JG2. Somehow JG2 doesn't have any. I guess I never built any regular fighters for them. Let's do air superiority. Don't want to lose a lot of our combat strength just by being air attacked. Okay, that's working out okay. We'll cycle in SG7 and SG8 when those get a bit weaker. Okay, yeah, we're going to break through any moment now. We can actually assist with this division. Okay, Zaporozhye, yeah, so we're recovering. We'll start our attack probably in the next video, but within the very beginning of June, probably. And that should net us about 20 divisions that we can slowly tear apart. Yeah, we're holding here thanks to this grouping here. Our Smolensk area line is holding. Got some fresh reinforcements on the way for Army Group North. Let's piece these out. Wondering if we can release 18th for this offensive too. Let's gamble and do so. We still have 16th and 17th to hold that river line area. Don't want to stretch out this Army Group Center too much. Choiniki, okay. Nice, we can actually start attacking from that side too. 20 seconds. Okay, we'll add that to this when that's finished. Okay, we're really opening up some of that IC for infrastructure builds. We're going to need troops for Italy momentarily, so I'm going to have to get some stuff added to our build log. Okay, we're still holding on to that air battle for the moment. They removed a NKV detachment, but that should go away momentarily. All right, and their line is a little bit weak right here, so we might be able to extend the recapture of this area from the north as well, depending on how this attack down south goes. Okay, our defense is going great. Zaporozhye is going great. We're actually recovering strength. Let's do the beginning of this attack and just see what kind of reserves that pulls in from the Soviets. Okay, got one Guards Armor division in our way. This division will melt pretty quick. Usually once you get... See, there's nobody in Mariupol, so this might be our moment. Usually when you trap units, the AI immediately realizes it and kind of attacks in all directions, and that ends up actually being worse for them because they're bleeding their strength on attacking when they should be breaking out. So okay, actually these infantry need to stay there. Alright, and then we can use these guys as a mobile defense, if that makes any sense. And let's immediately attack towards Slavtuvich. Not give them a chance to rest. Okay, these divisions are going to go to Minsk to reform. This will be attached to that upcoming SS Corps. That's not going to be until the next video. Maybe not even until the end of the year, until that's fully realized. This corps is too weak to assist with this attack. They'll just hold on to Zaporozhye. Their armor value is really high, but our piercing attack is higher, fortunately. Oh, they are attacking us over here. Should be able to hold long enough. I think that attack may stop as soon as we complete this encirclement. Yeah, they're attacking us as well. Okay, we don't need more railway guns. Medium armor designs and assault guns, that's huge. Just make sure we get... Maybe we might need... let's see. Not actually sure what we need to unlock that yet. Let's get some of these guys going up. Okay, that's fortunately just a militia division. Okay, those guys are holding on. So are they. We'll actually cycle out SG5 and SG6. Okay, and we've actually completed this attack as well. We'll go straight for Cherniv and see what that does to these units, whether or not they want to break away, which will help our drive. Oh, interesting. Okay, we haven't paid attention up here. Let's just start ground attacking these guys here and see how that goes. Oh, 10th is really low on supplies. So is Nord. I don't think there is supplies over here. No, there isn't. Why is that? Do we not have... No, it is. Kiel to Alta. I'll just use our last ones on this. Alright, let's just move Nord down there. Okay. Come on, guys. Let's get going. Alright, these can rest. Actually pull those back there. And you can go there. We'll keep them up here for that that offensive. Okay, can these guys hold? Oh, okay, yeah, we did get across. We are under attack. Yeah, they're attacking us all along the river line here. Alright, I think this should calm down, which should release those two Panzer divisions, and we can use them down here. Okay, the longer we have to defend Polohi, the longer it takes for us to get to Mariupol, so hopefully we can finish that soon. Oh no, so unfortunately they were, oh no, okay, no, not really. That division's gonna break. Okay, as soon as we're in Slaviach, Desna, the units in Desna should start repositioning. Yeah, you can see them moving. That's exactly what we wanted to see. You're going to immediately go to Cherniv, and then you're going to start attacking here. And our units on the northern flank are going to start pushing over the river. Okay, we got a little bit of a breakthrough. So actually, I think we'll end the video there. So we've sort of reversed our slow decline here, mostly due to the weather, I think. The Soviets have kind of broken against our defenses in the Smolensk and lower Dnieper Bend area, and while they did basically end our offensive in 1942, they've been unable to eject us from our fixed defenses. We've started some minor counteroffensives in the Dnieper Bend and in the Homel, Cherniv, Bryansk area. We're, for the moment, successfully defending in the Leningrad region and northern Finland. And we've crushed the relatively minor invasion of southeastern France, redeployed units to northern France, and we'll be starting our build-up out west We're also reacting to the imminent demise of the Italian army in Libya, which I think, based on the events that fire in the game, will trigger Operation Husky, which is the Allied invasion of Sicily, and we have our admittedly few available mobile divisions out west headed south to resist that. We've been also upgrading our infantry divisions with heavy Flak 88 36s for the piercing attack, and that's mostly just for defense. And we've been replacing the cavalry recon units, and we may retrain these or we may not. That's up to us later on. But yeah, for the moment, and things can change pretty quickly, but for the moment I'm feeling pretty confident, at least in our defensive war. We would like to stabilize things in the east long enough to resist the Normandy invasion, and then we can move all of our units east for a general attack. And those are obviously for future videos. So thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate your time. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Leave comments if you think I could be doing things better. Always enjoy those discussions, and I will see you next time. Thanks.